You're in limbo.
Hello.
Hola.
JB beat us all here again. Joe
I
is
told
not
you.
here tonight, but we're having, if somebody see if you can see us from Facebook. I'm trying to right now because it says that we lost access to our Facebook page.
Oh, word? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. That sucks. That's my biggest complaint about the internet is how they just rip shit away or tear shit down or close shit off and it's like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, like normally all I have to do is just click, reauthorize, and it's not letting me click, reauthorize right now. So tell you what we'll do. Everybody go over to edit. Let's see. Facebook was where we weren't going to. If you want to watch us on Facebook, go to the Easy Out Podcast Facebook, and we'll do it from there.
There you go.
Boom.
That hat wasn't working.
That it happens. Now we're live on Facebook. So
all right.
if you're there,
hello, Facebook.
JP took away Joe's exclamation mark since he's not here.
Yikes. Let's
It'll
see.
be okay.
Come closer to me, guys.
It'll happen.
There. Yeah, no, that's too fucking close.
Follow the sound of my voice.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Tap in.
How's it going? Now that
everybody okay out there? Up and running?
Joe, if you happen to pop in here, I don't know why we're not on Facebook, but something's weird. We'll figure it out later. We're here somewhere. We just don't know where.
We're right here, right now.
There, Jeremiah liked the video on Facebook. So we've got it. We're live. We're live Facebook, everywhere.
Live everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, that was a lot. Hello, Miss Sarah. What's up with you?
It's been a very interesting week for me.
Yeah? Interesting, good or bad?
A little bit of both, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think I've probably gotten more rest this week than I have in a very long time, but it started with me waking up on the floor in the middle of the hallway after just, I guess my body just finally decided it was done for the week.
Wow.
But I thought like I had just, gone out and then got back up, and I went and looked, and I had been in break mode on my work computer for over 4 hours. So I was down for a hot minute.
Where were the kids?
They were at school.
Oh.
So I was just here by myself.
Wow. So what happened?
It's my thyroid. Apparently it's very, very, very low, and my body just finally went, "Hey, quit ignoring me," and boop, there it went.
Damn. I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, I feel like I've got I get a little bit more energy every day, and I go back to the doctor next week, and they'll figure out what to do from there. So,
have you been taking any kind of medication at all?
They gave me like this big long list of like vitamins and supplements and stuff that kind of help support thyroid function. So until they got all the tests and everything back and decided on like medication or what to do as far as that goes, they gave me that. And I can tell a difference. Like I'm still not ready to go run a marathon or anything like that, but I can mow my yard now, like part of it at a time.
Oh, so that's good.
That helps a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad you're all right. And you don't remember what happened after that? You just remember waking up?
I just got up. I was like, I don't remember. I don't know how I got here, but okay. I'm up now. So
Had you ever been unconscious before?
not like that. Like
Not
there's
ne-
been that, not in that sense of just normal functioning and fell over type of
Yeah,
thing.
no recreational passing out ever.
Like, I've had way too many beverages and passed out
No,
before and
I
things
mean
like.
loss of oxygen to the brain pass out.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I passed out. I was smoking the weed with my homeboys, and we had a bong, and this was like my first time getting to the bong. It was right after I stopped drinking, so I been out the loop of being social and shit. So we over there chilling. They're like, yeah, hit the bong. So they're teaching me how to hit it, and I understood the concept quickly. So I hit it. And I hit it a couple times. Like, yeah. So the last time I hit it hard, real hard. As soon as I put the damn cup back into the neck of the thing, and I stood up to hand it to a dude that was in there, and I remember this sensation, and I was like, oh. So I was like, yeah, I said something bad is about to happen. So I leaned up against the wall, and I just remember everything was this way, and then the horizon just
Tilted.
and as it tilted, everything just faded out. So I just remember, like in movies when it's like someone's coming to and it's like more, and it's like the mumbling and everything is like kind of like, and everything just materializes. That's exactly what happened, and I had a smile on my face. So my homeboys were standing. Though they were standing around me. They're like, "You okay, Grant? You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And it's like, "You smiling? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not happy, fool. I just passed out. That's like a muscle reflex or something. Call the paramedics." But the secret is they couldn't call the paramedics because they had a lot of guns and dope in there.
Like,
So they had to. Yeah, we can't.
We can't call the wee woo wagon because you gotta.
I said, so y'all motherfuckers are just gonna let me die in here because you got guns and shit? And they was like, hey man, we would have left or something. I said, yeah, all right.
We were gonna take you somewhere.
No, they would have called 911 and grabbed everything and left. Come get the homie. But yeah, I passed out, and then I was knocked out at the doctor where they gave me the medicine, and you got to count backwards and shit.
Oh
and
yeah,
the same thing except less accelerated. It's just a longer, like slower encompassing of the darkness and the muffle.
See, that's happened to me. Like I had to have my wisdom teeth out, and so they did that to me. And then, wait, no, don't go. No, wait. Okay, he's going to the potty pad. Never mind. I was about to grab the puppy, but I'll let him go do his thing first.
Yeah, don't go there. Pee on me.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. I did that when I had my wisdom teeth out, and then when I had my tubes tied, they were gonna just use my epidural, and then it wasn't working. So they were like, "Quick, knock her out!" And I was like, 99, 90. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Like, I had no idea what was going on. I woke up and I was like, what's happening?
I remember right before I went under, because I told them, I said, oh shit, you guys should feel this.
I felt good, and then I woke up and I was like, I felt a little tired and I was a little bit kind of dizzy, and I was like, well, this is different, but
yeah, that shit is crazy. Being unconscious is crazy. What's the name of the page on Facebook where it's broadcasting?
Easy Out.
Easy Out. Easy Out. I came up with everything out except Easy Out. One Way Out, In and Out.
Yeah, we're on the burger page.
Easy Way.
We're on the In and Out chain. Hey, come here. Before you take off. Look, guys, he's here tonight. Say hello.
Bow wow wow EPO doggy dog.
Hi.
That was Snoop Doggies for the dog.
Say, I am 4 weeks old today.
Okay. Oh wow! Happy anniversary.
Puppy birthday? I don't know. Something.
Do you celebrate the animal birthdays? Like for real celebrate?
I don't like really know when any of mine are born most of the time. So this is the only one that like I really could be like, oh yeah, his birthday is on such and such day. What are you doing?
So you haven't created a birthday. That's good, because that's kind of crazy too. But I know people that celebrate the dog's birthdays.
Oh yeah.
I just don't see celebrating a pet's birthday. Although I love Mr. Gray. quite a bit, I might add. So I might throw him a birthday party or something next year because that's my damn friend.
This guy's been, well, now he's just going to eat my hand, but he's pretty cool. What do you think?
I think I want to pee on you. Bow wow wow EPA.
So I've got teeth now. Huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be time for him to get a job soon.
I told him that today. I was like, you need to go to work.
Yeah.
Since I quit, you need to go to work.
Yeah. Oh, since you quit, skirt. Let's turn the boat around and head back to the dock. Since you quit your job, we were just talking about your job because why the hell were we talking about your job? Your boss wanted you to do something. Or maybe you needed a day off because the dog went into labor, and we were talking about your boss, and you had some hours and how he helped you out and everything. And it sounded like he was a cool dude.
Yeah, and he is. Like my supervisor is a cool dude. But
weren't we talking about you quitting your job too? We were talking about you quitting your job, and we were talking about them seeing this because you want to quit your job or something. Remember?
Yeah, I was like, please fire me.
Oh shit. We spoke that into existence.
We did.
Yo, we gotta chill with the incantations, or we gotta learn how to do the shit the right way and charge people money to make them rich.
Right. Well, like, and my boss, like, he really is coolest guy. I love him to death. He really did help me out, move some stuff around the day that the dog had to have the C-section and everything. Yeah. He was real cool.
You gave
about
him love.
That. And he's still like, I don't have a problem with him, but our company got purchased by a bigger company. And so now it's like every other day there's a rule change. And every time they make that rule change, it takes money away from us, or it makes it harder to get that bonus money. And so I have already been moved from a position where I was making a good hourly wage and a good bonus, told it was a promotion, moved over without being given an option. I lost a big chunk of my hourly wage, and then my bonus, they said it was easier to bonus. But when I really sat and broke the structure down, the bonuses are exactly the same on both sides. But they can take away the bonus on the side that they moved me to easier than they can on the side that I was on. If all of that makes sense to everybody. So today they gave us another rule change, which ended up taking away about half of what I had already made for the month. And then I got an email saying, hey, they did this and this. Here's what your bonus is for last month. And I was like, that's not even half of what my bonus should be. And here's the email where you said what my bonus was going to be based off of this. Well, they went back and looked at this again, and everybody's bonuses got adjusted. And I was like, no, you just took like 60% of my bonus. I can't do that, dude. Like, that's not going to work for me. Like, what should have been almost $1,000 is $250 now. Oh, wow. So I was like, listen, I love you. Thank you for everything that you have done for me. You have been an awesome boss, but I cannot stay here anymore. Not if you guys are going to keep taking my money like that.
Well,
so there it went.
Well, I will say good for you, because you have to stand up for something or you'll fall for anything.
Yeah, you can't keep changing the rules and then tell somebody, oh, here's how much money you're going to get. And then be like, oh, we went back and looked again and we're wrong.
Yeah.
I can see to the tune of a couple of maybe 50 or 60, but hey, we figured this wrong. It's actually going to be this, to the tune of 50 or 60 bucks maybe, but not to the tune of like $700 something. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Something that's going to severely alter my lifestyle. Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah, so no more of that job for me. I still have all my stuff set up here, but I'm going to pack it up, send it back tomorrow.
Well, kudos for standing up for what you believe in. And I'm glad that you chose happiness. Life is really, really short, and people, they sometimes refuse to choose happiness. They find these hills to die on unnecessarily, without realizing that we lack so much control over the things that happen to us. We can dictate how we respond to the things. Yeah. But it ain't shit you can do about the company deciding that they're going to start trying to slap you around, but you can decide to get the fuck out of there and use that same time for something much, much, much more beneficial to you right now.
Oh, yeah. And
that's what's up.
that was the bad part about it was like,
That's what's up.
at the beginning, my position was something where every now and then somebody was kind of grouchy or whatever. And the position wasn't exactly what I had been told it was to begin with. But, I was always really good at like keeping people in a good mood. And then they moved me into this promoted position where all I have received for the last 6 weeks is screamed at and cussed at and all kinds of other stuff with about 2 nice people every day. So I always make the most out of those nice people. And I kind of laugh at the people that are cussing me out and saying all kinds of crazy stuff to me because they don't know me and they're not going to do any of the stuff they say they're going to do. So I just like take it stride, laugh it off. But 6 weeks straight of that, and then people turn around and they're like, hey, we're going to take that money that we gave you for putting up with all this BS that you put up with. Then it's kind of time to go, no, you're not. I'm not going to stick around for that. That's not.
No, hell no.
So I'll take a couple days and regather myself and then go do the next thing.
You'll definitely figure it out. I know you will, because you're smart and you're bright. There's nothing in the way.
Oh yeah, there's something that'll work better, and that's, I think people get too into that feeling of, I have the job, I hate the job, but the job pays the bills. And like I've let myself get into that before, and then you hate everything about your life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like you're paying the bills and you're doing what you need to do, but you're absolutely miserable. Your kids are miserable. Your family's miserable. Like if I get to, I'm one of those people that is not afraid to, if I get to that point where I see that it's hurting everybody around me, I'll leave. I'm not going to do that.
No, I understand totally, but that's a major, that's why I gave you that, those kudos, because most people are scared to do that because they don't have any faith to stand on. And just the fact that you jumped on the ledge, off the ledge like that shows you got quite a bit of faith and you already understand what you can do.
I mean,
you've been here before. Nah, you'll be okay. If you were really, honestly, if you were super nervous, you wouldn't be online right now. You'd be biting your nails and freaking out, sitting with the kids, telling them your problems, all these stressful, depressive things that people do. No, you're not doing that.
Oh, yeah,
you up and doing what keeps you happy and what keeps you going, which is the grease and the oil that you need for wheels in this type of situation. You feel me? So that's why I give you a lot of respect for that. That's a hard thing to do. I almost did it, but it feels like I shouldn't. And when I know that I'm supposed to, when I really wake up and I'm like, hey, fuck this shit. That's it. Because I stand on my faith with every single thing that I do, not even in a religious way, but more spiritual. So I already know the footsteps are going to be made regardless, and the progress is not going to be stopped, even if I decide that I don't want to do this particular part anymore.
Yeah, like, you get to that point where you can you feel like the wheels moving in every other area of it, but then there's that one part that's got that kink in it. And when it gets to that point where you can't handle that part anymore, time to cut that one off and then just keep moving forward with everything else. Like, don't let that one thing stop you from being able to do everything else that you want to do and everything else that's making you happy.
The book Rich Man, Poor Man, I started reading it. I haven't finished it, but I started reading it when I opened Tony's T-shirt company. And there's parts of it. Wow, I lost my thought completely. That's terrible. Wait, we're talking about
Rich Man, Poor Man.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he was talking about the motivating factors that people find to make more money, when they need more money, and it's because they want a promotion or the reason that people go after promotions at work is because they want more money. That's what it is. I'm gonna reel it back. The reason the book has a part in the chapter talking about the reasons people go after promotions is because they need more money. So he's like, cool. You get the promotion. Now you have more money. Now you're spending more because you think that you're making more. But in actuality, the more money you made is also being taxed more. So you didn't really make more money. And if your living expenses increased because you think you made more money, then you don't make more money. You just have more. You're making more. You're making the same amount of money that's still being wedged into that same small spot. So he said people, they'll keep their job and say, well, let me go back to school so I can get some more training and then get another promotion at this job. And he said, instead of doing that shit, go to school, learn about money, make it work for you. So instead of going to this fucking job, your money comes to you because you're its job. That's a major thing to do, but absolutely taking those kind of risks, making those decisions to make changes.
Absolutely. Like, and it's, you can't like, and that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, you took the promotion. And see, and I didn't even ask for I wasn't even trying to get a promotion. I said, hey, I would be interested in learning about this other side, because they had opened a new position that was going to do both what I was already doing and the other side of the coin, which is what they
which
ended
to
up
you,
moving me to.
which to you would translate to more money.
Which to me, it was just, I knew that we were very slow in my department. So I volunteered to test this other position as a means of, if they axe my department, I know how to do this other job. I can move right over. I still have a job, is really what I looked at it as. And then they said, okay, for every, you get this much money for these transfers that you make over here. You get this many points for this over here. And then it was, hey, you guys were the top 15 in the entire company on the other side, even though you work on this side. Your numbers were better than everybody else. So instead of keeping you doing both, we're moving you strictly over here. And I immediately went, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to do that. And they said, well, you don't have a choice. We're promoting you. You're going over here. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't like it. And then my next question was, do we get paid like they do, or do we get paid like we were getting paid here? I don't know. I'll let you know. Nobody ever let me know. So 4 weeks later, I found out that no, we don't get paid like we were getting paid. I lost a whole lot of money.
And shout out to the Blind Box podcast real quick. What up, GM?
Ooh, what up?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I got a promotion. The position I have now is a promotion, but at my job, the promotions to me, they're not really promotions. They're like legit job changes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I was a data processor and a cashier, and now I'm a crash test dummy. That's not really a promotion per se, but I don't think I've never had no ambition to even get a promotion or to even put myself in a position to be a promotion. Like before I stopped drinking, I was a super slacker. Like I didn't want that responsibility. Find me in the bathroom. Catch me trying to sneak out to my car to smoke a Newport. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want no parts of none of that shit. After I stopped drinking, I had a little more ambition, and I started, trying to put myself in a position to be more entrepreneurial. But as far as working at a job and acquiring more responsibilities and making myself more important, I ain't got time for that shit.
Like I always, I've always gone into every job and I'm like, I'm going to do whatever they're telling me to do the best that I can do it. And then they're like, oh, hey, the better you are at what you do, the more they're like, hey, why don't you do this too? Why don't you do this too? Why don't you do this too? And then they're like, hey, we're going to pay you 50 cents an hour more and put you into this position, but we're going to give you 700 other things that you need to do on top of what you're already doing.
Yeah.
And then the next time they see that you're figuring out how to do all of that, then they're like, here, we'll give you a couple more bucks, and then we're going to put you over here. And now you've got keys, and now you're a big shot. And I know you watched everybody else sit around and do nothing, but we're going to give you the hardest department in the entire place, and you get to fix it. And then you're just sitting back there like, I want to be like the other managers that sit in their offices and don't do anything.
Yeah.
But here I am.
In charge.
At one of the last jobs I had, I was what did they call it? Merchandising and inventory control manager.
Nice.
So not only was I responsible for making sure the front part of the store looked good, but when they bought those, or when they would bring those 375 boxes full of freight every week at 4:00 in the morning, guess who got to go get it?
I was totally fine being the guy standing outside at the back gate after I signed in the cold, waiting for the truck to pull up so I could empty the boxes off. That's all the fucking responsibility I could take. The only place I want to be in charge of anything is at home. That's it.
See, I think the most fun I ever had, and I don't care if anybody from that company, every store that company has gone bankrupt since then, and they're very slowly but surely losing all their stores. But there was one week they had my crew come in at 4:00 in the morning to receive the truck. And all we did was, we open the gate, truck driver brings everything, puts everything down, and then we open all the boxes, hang everything on the racks, and then it goes out. And truck driver was like 2.5 hours late, and we're trying to call and we're trying to do whatever. And we had these big racks that you could put, stuff that was folded in that you would take it out. We all went and got pillows and curled up in those racks, and we slept until I heard the doorbell. And I was like, okay, everybody get up. It's time to get up. Let's go.
Yeah, I used to work at Banana Republic.
Yes, go.
That was my every morning at Banana Republic, because we're the morning crew. We got the boxes in. We brought all the shipments in, put the stuff out, folded it, did the displays, all of that stuff. It was so fun.
Yeah.
I like early morning fun. Early morning jobs are fun.
See, I didn't mind
if you were morning people.
And see, we would just, everybody would get coffee and we'd all just kind of hang out, and we would get all the boxes unpacked and start taking stuff out. And then they would all get to leave at noon, and they would make me stay till like 3. And I'm like, bro, I have been here forever. Can I please go home? Like, this is important. Sucks.
You important people.
It's like, I don't want to be here anymore. You can take these damn keys back.
Now, what's your plan? Because I'm sure you have somewhat of a plan.
I have a list. I've been going through like my contacts, like my Indeed contacts and stuff like that, and LinkedIn and all that other stuff. Just kind of looking to see, like putting some feelers out there, seeing what's available. I have an idea. Like I want to, there's actually a radio station in town. I'm going to go down and talk to them about some stuff tomorrow.
Nice.
Because I had already talked to, and I'm going to go speak to the people that are in charge of our collegiate league baseball team about doing some work with them. So
nice.
We'll see.
Nice. And you're going to like physically walk to the places and talk to the people?
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, one of the guys, I got to send him a message on Facebook and set up a time to meet with him and see if he has anything.
No doubt. But these kids don't know about that. See, that's how you get shit accomplished. Walking into a building, opening a door, and shaking somebody's fucking hand.
Yeah, and I've known like the guy that owns that radio station. I've known him forever.
Nice. That means that he's gonna really respect you when you walk in there on some professional shit. Like, hey, buddy, let's do business.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
What can we do with that? So.
Yeah, because this is definitely a resume. Make no mistake.
Oh yeah, and it's all like all the stuff that I do here, whether I'm getting paid or not. Like that's all on there. Like
absolutely. Absolutely.
Those are all skills. You can take those anywhere. Like if that's some shit y'all are doing, if you're doing something for fun, but you're building your skill in it, put that shit on your resume.
Absolutely.
And then
because you do
when you go to find that job you love, they can see that you've been doing it for free already. That you've been building those skills, that you've been doing all of that stuff, and that it's what you really want to do because you're doing it without anybody paying you to do it.
Absolutely. Just a nugget for you guys.
Yeah. We're going to give you guys some life tips today.
Yeah. Sure. All the time. You just got to listen. Somebody else. Shout out to TJ Schultz. What's up, TJ? This is the first time I've ever been able to see like the people that pop in on Twitter and all that stuff, because I never use my laptop right here. I broke out my laptop. Yeah. So I can see extra things.
I can't see who's coming in and out. I can see things, but I can't see who's coming in and out.
Yeah. I can see them popping up. The homies. Yeah, they come and check us out.
People are here. That's all I see. I didn't know if I was going to be like back to feeling good enough to do stuff. But last night I felt pretty good. So I was like, all right, I think we're good to go now.
Well, there's nothing wrong with taking downtime. Never anything wrong with that.
Well, it kind of got to where like, how either you can't sleep or when you fall asleep, you cannot wake up.
Yeah, I do.
You ever done that shit?
I do that shit every damn night, and it's my fault. Like I stay up. Like I either go to bed or I'll stay up. Man, I'll stay up and sleep for like 2 hours sometimes.
I'll have like that whole problem where I'll be like just kind of chilling or watching TV with the kids or something, and I end up looking like that guy back there.
I have to go to bed. Nah, I have to go to bed. I have to lay down in my spot. I got to twist around like a dog gets his area. I have to make sure the sheet is firmly on the bed so it doesn't pop up and expose me to mattress while I'm asleep, because I don't like mattress on my skin. I got a whole thing for me to go to sleep. Otherwise, I will not go to sleep. Like I can't just fall asleep.
That's exactly what he is. He's the guy on the couch.
And he's changed positions twice.
He's
And I
got
didn't
his
see where
gun and everything.
That's hilarious.
He is ready. Like he went to, and I don't know. I bought him that gun. That thing cost me like $5 at Walmart, but it makes like the real shotgun sounds. And when you cock it, the shotgun shells pop out of the side of it.
Oh wow.
So it's like, but you can't. They don't come out of the barrel. They just pop out the side when you are done. And he was in my bed with that thing like all wrapped up. He had the little clip with all the shells in it, like next to him. He was wrapped up in my blankets with the barrel of the gun sticking out. I was like,
He's ready.
it's like, you really like that gun, huh? And then tonight he was like, would you go get my gun? Yeah, bro, I
Yeah.
got you. I'll go get your
He's
gun.
ready. He's protecting you because he knows the world is a savage, evil place right
Whatever
now.
he's got, he's ready for it.
Absolutely. As he should be, though. You got to make sure his mom is okay.
Try something at my house. This guy's gonna take you out with that gun.
Hell yeah. That Nerf is going to whoop that ass. Be ass beaten by Nerf all over the place.
He's got drumsticks strategically located, and he's really good with a baseball bat. So if you're thinking you're gonna rob my house, think again.
Does he play the drums?
He's learning,
Yeah.
but he's still in that destructive phase. He's beaten through like 6 or 7 snare drums at this point in time.
Oh, wow.
So time to
You need-
upgrade to higher quality.
Get him a bongo.
I need to, but he'll want to take a drumstick to it because he thinks
Yeah.
drumsticks are really cool.
Right down the center. Pew! Let me open this thing up and see what's on the inside. Same thing that's on the bottom. Oh, well.
That's exactly what we've done to
I wanna
every
see
one of those
myself.
drums.
I've
I wanna
always
see
wanted to
what's
cut
in
a
here.
drum open. Yeah, I've always wanted
There's
to cut
not
a
a
drum
lot in
open.
there.
I want to see how the skin reacts when I cut it. I don't know if is it going to snap? Is it
I
just going
think-
to fall down?
I think it kind of depends on like what kind of drum you're talking about and like what your overlay is. Like, you know, you
All
got the
of 'em.
bongos that have like that kind of softer, like that where it's a material.
Yeah, that's true. So I know not that
Versus,
one.
like-
I'm talking about drums.
Like,
Like
because
the-
whatever he breaks through them, they just, and it's just a hole in it, but it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, if it feels like in my mind, the drum noise is made because that thin membrane is stretched across the opening. So
Yeah.
if I slice it, it'll go. Nothing
No.
like that.
It just, there's a hole in it.
Damn. All right, let me scratch it off my bucket list. Hold on.
It'd be a lot cooler if it did that. But no,
That's what I
like,
think
you-
happens.
you go
And
to a drum and it just-
confetti pops out and
comes out.
a leprechaun sticks his head out. You want me pot of gold? Damn.
Wouldn't that be? There'd be a lot of drummers that would be playing a lot harder than they do if that.
Let me tell you, I live my life based around the theory that there's awesome, fantastic shit like that happens, and I'm just on a mission to find it. I'm on a mission to find it. You know, I'm gonna find a bathroom and open it up, and like a dancing alligator is gonna come out and start throwing gold coins at me or something crazy. I believe some shit like that is out there, just because you don't know.
I'm just waiting for the day that like I walk into a casino just like more to have drinks than to gamble, and I'm like chilling at a penny slot machine and I hit it and it like hits, but instead of it just being like ding 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 or playing the music or whatever, like a chorus line comes out and I get the whole treat. Like that's how I want to win big money, or like I want to win the lottery, and that's what happens to me when I do it.
If you won the lottery, would you tell people?
No,
Whether you know you're not gonna get a chorus line then, sweetie.
I know.
No chorus line.
Like maybe when you go to the office to turn the ticket in, like the like they all come out.
If I owned the liquor store, I'd have a bucket of confetti waiting for that guy. I'd have it for him.
Because if it's the big one, you have to take it like to the state office. You can't just like walk in and be like, here's my
Yeah.
I won $240 million or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm gonna cash out your entire store today with my ticket.
And
Now
they,
you got to go through the state because they want that damn money.
Mm-hmm. They could, that's what always cracks me up is people are like, well, if you won the lottery, you have to pay taxes on it. Boo freaking who. So
Right.
you're going to tell me I'm going to win like $900 million. I only get to keep like 400 million of it.
Right,
So
not a problem.
I am still totally okay with that. But then I'm also
Absolutely.
going to turn around and be like, all right, where's my cool people at? Like There's 10 million for you. There's 10 million for Joe. There's 10
Of
million
course.
for Jay. There's 10
Of
million.
course.
Like, I'm going to have my little list of people that I'm going to go through, and they're all going to get a ton of money from me.
And see, I'm the same way. I would be giving away money like fuck it. When I
Mhm.
have money, I get that shit like fucking crazy. So for that reason alone, if I won the lottery, I would take the installments.
See,
I wouldn't trust myself to take a lump sum like that. I would be broke in a few years just off generosity. Maybe not so much now because I'm a smarter person than I used to be. So I'm sure I'd
Mhm.
make wiser decisions. But that lump sum, oh man, I'd burn through that with
See,
just making sure people are okay.
I would be very careful about, like, I would have my list of people that these are the people that I'm helping out, and that's it. And they'd all get like a set amount of money from me. And then I'm going to do like purchase everything I need to be set up, like pay the house off, pay the car, get a new car, pay that off, whatever you're going to do. And then see ya.
I would have to take $1 million. If I got the lump sum, I would have to take $1 million aside from it, like a million, like from 100, like $100 million. A
Mhm.
million of that separate from the rest of that money that I can just give away.
Yeah.
Because I would be giving that shit away, like, and not throwing it in the street like a rapper or going to the strip club giving it away.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, like,
I like, oh, you need some money right now. Here you go. Ooh,
Mhm.
you need some money right now. Here you go. You guys need some money right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because, just generosity. Because like you said, the amount that I was supposed to give versus the amount I get, who fucking cares? Because I didn't have any of it then. In
Yeah,
fact, I
exactly.
lost money to buy a ticket to get the money. So I was more in the hole when I bought the damn ticket. I'm not gonna complain about that part, but I'll be
Yeah, I
dishing
don't
it out
care.
now.
You won $10 million. Oh, yay. Okay. That's more than I had yesterday. And that'll still take care of everything I need to take care of.
Yep, absolutely. People are greedy.
Like, that's going to pay my house. That'll take care of like my property tax for a while. That'll pay off a car. That'll put my kids through whatever education they want. And the rest of it, invest this over here, take care of people with
Absolutely.
this over here, and
spend the rest on you.
do we want to go to Disney World today? Let's go.
Yeah, and have fun with it. I would have fun.
What are we
I'd have
gonna
lots
do?
of fun.
Exactly. I would have, I'd be like, season tickets to every ballpark. You got it.
Of course.
Let's go.
You'd have to enjoy it.
We want to go to the noon game in San Diego, or no, we want to go to the noon game in New York and the 5 o'clock game in San Diego. Hey, we can do that, guys. Guess what? Let's
Call that
go.
pilot. Tell him to bring his ass on over. We're out of here.
Tell the pilot to be waiting at the airport. As soon as this Yankees game is over, we are getting on the plane and going to the Padres game.
Yeah, that
Let's
would be nice.
go.
That would be awesome. But speak it into existence, because you never know what might happen. You never know what might change.
Exactly. I mean, I was just speaking all kinds of, and it did.
Yeah, that's crazy that we were really talking about that, man. Well, now let's talk. And look, we just got through talking about us winning the lotto and being millionaires also.
Hey,
So let's keep that same energy going, because we just did that.
Gotta go buy a lottery ticket now.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it just last week that I was like, I loved my job before. I wish they'd fire me now. And then here I am. I'm like,
yeah. We brought it into play, which only means that it's time for the next part.
Time to go pick up that lottery ticket tomorrow.
Yeah. Time for the next part. Time to see what else the universe is holding for you, because it definitely has a bag with your name on it. Just got to get to it.
Let's go. I booked I did have, like, it was kind of funny because, normally this is how like confident I am that, this is fine and this was an okay move to make. Like, normally under these circumstances, I buckle down and like every penny that I've got is locked in. And I was sitting there looking at my email and I was like, I have $500 in airline credits with Southwest. And I booked a vacation for 2 weeks from now.
Nice.
I booked myself a 4-day weekend. I was like, when I get started with something else, how long do I think I'll have to wait before I have that kind of free time again?
Yeah, you're right.
And it was stuff that I had already, I had purchased the flights over a year ago. I'd had to cancel them because of COVID. And then I get my little reminder email, hey, you still have these flight credits sitting here. And I was like, might as well use them.
Yeah. These are valuable moments when we're forced to take a break from that hustle and bustle to actually say, oh, you know what? Let me change directions with it. Or, you know
Mhm.
what? I got the opportunity to start over again or start fresh or kind of redo a little bit.
Aaron says I can tell him if I win the lottery.
Of course. Of course you could. I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell, man, please. I wouldn't tell anybody.
See,
I
I
don't know
think
if I guess I would. I don't know. It
like I
depends.
would tell like my people that I'm gonna help just because I would be like, don't argue with me about this because I got 400 million over here. You can take this money and it's fine. Like
Right.
don't give me any crap about it. But that'd be the only reason I would tell anybody, I think.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world, though. Now, isn't it a law that you have to expose who you are if you win the lottery, or is it a
I don't
different? You know
think
what? Let's see.
I don't know if
Because
they still I know they used to make you, didn't they?
in California, yes,
I was gonna
in
say I have no
California, you
idea.
had to. Yeah, you couldn't just win that money and walk away back then. I think they might have changed things, though. It says right now only 7 states allow lottery winners to maintain their anonymity, whatever the word is. Delaware, Kansas, Maryland, North Dakota, Texas, Ohio, and South Carolina.
And I'll be buying my ticket in Kansas.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I can
Everywhere
remain
else.
anonymous.
But
You
I
have to
wonder
tell
why they
them who
make
you are.
you why do they make you reveal who you are though? That's sort of absurd to me.
See, I think because it makes you a target. Like, why would
Yeah,
you? I
pushing you
mean,
out
I
there.
understand from the lottery committee's point of view. It's like, oh, we're changing these people's lives. So let's make them expose who they are and tell everybody, oh, you won this money from us. But at the same time, you're just putting a target on their back.
Yeah, because my thing is, have you ever seen a Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes
Oh,
commercial?
God, yes.
Okay, so I know a bunch of fucking people. I don't know anybody who's ever won that thing. I don't
Mm-mm.
think that thing is real. I don't know anybody who's ever won it. That's what I used to think. Now, as a man, I realize that when you win, they just be like, "All right, take your money and go." You don't have to tell anybody. Take
Right?
your money and go. There's no reason for us to publicize that you just won $500,000 or something. Why would we do that to you? So you won the Publishers Clearinghouse. Tell your friends that we won, so we keep on keeping the train going. But you're not going to say anything because you never hear about people winning big stuff.
I always wonder if that thing is true or not too, because I looked at it one time and I was like, yeah, I'll enter this. And all it got me was a bunch of spam emails for like 7 or 8 months. And I was like, so if I click on this, nope, you're going to send me more bullshit.
That's
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 all that's going to happen.
that's crazy that you make
Like,
me feel old because my Publishers Clearinghouse.
it came in the mail.
Yeah, so I signed up for all the magazines. I'm getting like 9 magazines to the house. My dad's like, "What you doing? Selling drugs? What's happening around here?" But I signed up for it. I don't know anybody that ever won that shit. I had a lot of magazines to read.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember when it was like that too. But like now, like I was sitting there one time and I was like, now that it's online, maybe it's a little bit easier. And I started looking at it. I was like, this is scam written all over it. I'm
It
about to get
always felt like
careful.
that. It always felt like that. Like you just want to get my personal information for something, you bastards.
Oh, yeah. And just so everybody knows, be careful when you fill that bullshit out online because people like me going to be calling you about your life insurance. Not anymore.
Well, you never know. Anybody who's out there watching and listening, Sarah's looking for some job, some employment opportunities. So jump in the
Yes.
DMs or something and holler at her. I know you've been listening to us talk about it. If you can help, why don't you go ahead and help?
Yes. I'll take
We
it.
got ears to the ground.
Don't make me call people about their Medicare anymore though. I ain't doing that. I'm done.
Yeah, well, we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that energy. Go for what you want to do.
I do enjoy see the thing that I liked about that job was there were a lot of older people that I got to talk to. And if you had like a long hold time or something waiting for a license for another agent to come on, you'd hear some really cool stuff. Like some people would tell some pretty cool stories, or like I would find out that like there are 2 famous Olympic athletes from the town I grew up in. And I was on the phone with a guy and he was like, oh, what part of Kansas did you grow up in? So I told him, he was like, oh, do you remember? I think it was Thane Baker was the one that he had grown up with. And I was like, oh, yeah. I don't remember him, but of course we all know who he is because of what he did. And he was like, yeah, I competed against him in college and we were really good friends. And I was like, really? And then I spent an hour on hold with the first female news anchor in both Washington and Hawaii.
Oh wow!
And she was awesome. Like she was telling me like stories about smoking cigarettes with President Nixon's wife underneath a table at a conference, and how she was with the Clintons the day that the Monica Lewinsky news broke, and all, like, she told me all these awesome stories. And so I got to hear a lot of stuff like that on the other side. Then when they moved me over, all that went away. And I was like, I don't like this anymore. Let me go back to that. And they were like, no, that doesn't exist now. I was like, oh, well, okay. I guess that doesn't exist. So I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, my job is dangerous as hell, but the one aspect I do like is that I come in contact with a lot of young black men. I said between the ages of 16 and 21. I interact with them, not all day, but a sizable chunk of my day I interact with them. And for the most part, it kind of gives me an opportunity just to sort of talk to them. And sometimes the conversations go on much longer than they should. Sometimes it's just a real brief exchange. But a lot of times, they just sort of appreciate having somebody to look out, or, give them a little bit of advice or sort of point them in the right direction. I'm 45 years old. If you're 18 years old, there's a lot of stuff I can help you with without even knowing your name, if you just be quiet and listen, because I've been through that. I put up a video on Instagram and on Twitter about Black fatherhood, and I compare it to this cave thing and how we have to kind of usher our sons up to the cave, but we can't go into the cave with them. And I know how the cave is because I've been inside the cave. So now I'm just waiting for you to get out to the other end. You know what I'm saying? I get to have those sort of things with these cats. So I understand about, just the little pocket of the job that nobody else knows about. It's just intimate, just me and that person having that exchange, or them telling me the story real quick because they want to tell it to me, and then go off about our lives and never meet again.
Yeah. And see, that was like, especially when I talked to that woman, she was so awesome. And like we were sitting there talking about stuff, and she was like, well, I started in radio and then this, and she was like, and I was like, man, that's what I always wanted to do. So we started talking about some of the stuff that I was doing. And she was like, that's what you need to do. That's exactly where you need to be doing things. And that's what you need. She's like, why are you doing this? And I was like, well, I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I wasn't doing this. And she was like, well, get to a point where you don't need to be talking to me anymore. And I was like, yeah, I like you. I like you a lot. One of these days I'm going to go find her again.
I heard that.
He's not 45. Pay attention.
It's not 45. I'm so tired of people telling me that here. Let me let the internet see this. Look here, internets. I'm 45 years old, damn it. Let me see, where's that tattoo? They see it? There it is. That's my birthday tattooed on my arm. The angles. I can't do it. Can you see it?
Oh, there it is. There it is. There you go.
Yeah, I'm 45. I was born March 3rd, 1976. I've seen everything fucking change. Imagine seeing a phone go from rotor to push button to cordless to mobile to cellular, because the cellular is this technology. Before that, there were mobile phones, big ass thick phones with big ass diodes and dials.
Remember when they had like the bag phones in your car?
Hell yeah.
And you had to put your antenna up. You had to push those buttons hard as hell to make a call.
It was like,
and if you didn't get the right amount of beep in it, it didn't pick up the number.
It's crazy, man. I've seen so many things change in that. I'm almost 50 years old, and I laugh and I joke about it, but that's a good amount of human years. And so many things have come to pass. The technology has changed. And I think my generation, or whoever else associates themselves with my generation, that's, people are weird with that. But my generation, I believe we're like in the perfect place to just witness a transition of everything in time and space.
Look, we had, we went from
I use it today.
We went from the rotary to the touch tone to everything else through. And my dad worked for the TV and the cable company. So, and he was a ham radio operator. So I've got it's sitting over there. I have here, I'll show you guys. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm old, you guys. I remember so much stuff that I forgot what I remember, if that makes sense.
Who knows what this is for?
Hold it closer. I can't even see it. Oh, damn. I don't know what that is. That a wiretap for code? Oh, wow. Dang.
Yeah, we had these all over. There's like 5 or 6 of these in my mom's house right now.
Wow. So you know Morse code.
I need to refresh myself on it. But at one point in time, I was very good at it, actually. Need
Yeah,
a
that's
refresh.
crazy. Morse code. Yeah, I
But
didn't
we
use
had,
the
like,
first
all that
Telegram
crazy
punk.
stuff.
Yeah. Shit was different. Shit was way different. Watching TVs get smaller. So like if my kids are watching movies and watching TV on their phones, I call it a TV because it's a TV. That's what a TV does. But I remember when phones, like my first phone went beep beep beep, and it had two colors on the screen, orange and black.
And you could play Snake.
No, I'm talking about
Oh, no.
before Snake. But
Okay,
when
so
the
we're
when the
going
when
back
the readout, yeah, the readout was like thin. The readout was like the size of a AA battery. So it was
Oh,
only
yeah, okay.
each character was a
The
zero with
square.
8 lines. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
middle of it. So the lines would light up to make the little letters. Yeah, man, it wasn't even really alphanumeric. It was just that the lights would
Like
light
your
up in those
A,
positions.
line.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I want to make a dinosaur noise after you said that. But yeah, I remember those days. You had to pay to use your cell phone during the day. I remember that.
If you could tell somebody, call me back after 9 o'clock,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
they know what you're talking about.
Yeah, buddy. Call me back after my
Call me
9
back after
p.m.
9 o'clock.
my anytime minutes.
Yes, 9 p.m. throughout the week, or from 9 p.m. Saturday to or Friday night from 9 p.m. to what was it on Sunday that it cut off? Like 7 o'clock or something like that.
Hell yeah.
And then you had that little window, and then you were back to your nighttime minutes again.
I remember when call waiting and three-way calling were introduced into society. I remember that. I remember before that the busy signal.
Mm-hmm.
These kids don't know nothing about the busy signal, nothing about the
If you
test
hear busy
patterns.
signal, it's like there's something wrong with this phone.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're like, where's the time machine I fell into? And a lot of kids have no idea that TV used to go to sleep at 2 o'clock. Channels turned off and people went home because their job was over.
And you had that little the box.
Yeah, the test pattern, the test screen.
Yeah, the different colors, and it just said, "Please stand by."
Please stand by. Yep, until they came back to work the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I remember that. That's funny. Look, it's getting late, sister. Don't you gotta get ready for your next show?
I got a show in 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, you be careful. Much love always, and I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, that'll work. We'll go.
All right.
We're gonna jump back over. It's gonna be the first show back in about a week now, and I think we're gonna go kick that off with Young Mike, just since we're just finishing up here.
Hey, well, I love you too, sister. All right, be careful. Take care of yourself.
See you guys.
Peace. Peace.
Well, I don't think it. I thought it. That's different. I said what I said and I meant it.